Hello, I'm Tim Finnegan, and I wanted to introduce the brand new wiped conductivity temperature sensor for the EXO 2 SON platform. This brand new sensor allows us to actively clean the conductivity cell with the central wiper brush before every single conductivity measurement. This breakthrough removes air bubbles, biofouling, sediment, algae, and barnacles from the cell before every single sensor measurement. So this brand new sensor is optimal for continuous monitoring applications where your sonde is out at a fixed site for extended periods of time. I do want to note, however, it is not optimal for sampling applications and high-speed profiling. In those cases, it's best to use your existing conductivity and temperature cell. Now let's take a closer look at what comes with the wiped conductivity and temperature sensor. Taking a look at what comes with your wiped conductivity probe is the sensor itself, with your wet mate connector that allows you to just plug and play the new sensor inside your existing sonde. The conductivity temperature cell. Note the temperature is actually inside this black housing, and the conductivity cell has a groove here that allows the wiper brush to pass through. We also include a new wiper brush, which we recommend you use new or good condition wiper brushes with your wiped conductivity cell. As this wiper brush splays over time, it adds more resistance and makes it harder for the wiper to properly clean the sensors. We have a quick start guide as well as an alignment kit. This alignment kit is used to optimally space the groove in the conductivity channel with the wiper brush. Now let's take a look at installing the spacer kit and the wipe CT probe. The first step is to actually remove your existing central wiper from your EXO 2 sonde. We're going to take one of the O-rings that's included in the spacer kit and install that around the central wiper. This O-ring wants to rest in the indentation in the central wiper, which is just below this black band. If the black band is low, just do your best to get as much as the O-ring into that groove as possible. Now we also want to use a new wiper brush that's included, because as your wiper brush splays, it creates more resistance on the wiper. So having a new brush is going to give you the optimal wiping performance. You install the brush just as you normally have in the past. Now, we can reinstall the central wiper back in the central wiper port on the EXO 2 sonde. The next step is to take the wiped conductivity probe and install it in a port away from the wiper guard. So having it not be the first port or last port will give you the most optimal wiping performance. Because EXOs are smart sensors, they can be installed and will function in any port. Note that your sonde code doesn't need to be updated. It will automatically work with the brand new wiped CT probe. The last step is to use a zip tie to actually hug the sensors to the central wiper. This allows optimal placement of the wiper brush and the CT channel. So we'll take a zip tie. Any 11-inch all-plastic zip tie will work. And we will install it around the sensors. We want to keep the nub on the zip tie located at the depth port location. And we just want to snug it up a little bit so that it still moves a little. And we can see that all the sensors are now hugging the central wiper. We can cut off any excess zip tie. We do want to note that the zip tie is kind of located above the depth port. So when I go to install the sensor guard, it's going to go on top of the probes, and there's no interference between the zip tie and the probe guard. Now that we've got the sensor and the spacer kit installed, it's time to go to our PC and install the latest user software, Core EXO, onto your laptop or PC. It's available at exowater.com, and the version number you want to have is shown on the screen. This is critical so that you can complete a wet calibration of your brand new wiped conductivity sensor. Otherwise, the sensor will operate just as your other probes did. An important note is when you're finished your calibration, you want to pay attention to the cell constant, like you've always done. And you'll note that wipe conductivity cell constant is nominally 0.47, unlike the black tip CT probe, which had a cell constant of nominally 5.1, or the original CT probe, which had a cell constant of 5.5. Let's wrap up now by talking about some of the key things you need to keep in mind to get the best performance out of your new wiped conductivity cell. The first tip is to be sure to properly maintain your central wiper, as it's the heart of the cleaning system on your EXO. Every 2 years, you want to send your wiper back to the factory where they can replace the wiper seals and re-lubricate the entire system. That's going to give you the best possible performance of your wiper in any application. With Wipe CT, you will notice brush splay, and that's normal. So pay attention and keep the wiper brush clean and replace it periodically to make sure that you're getting optimal contact with the wiper brush and your conductivity cell. Another neat feature, because of the plug-and-play sensors, is you can have 2 conductivity temperature probes installed in the same sonde. Just note, whatever temperature probe is installed in the lowest port will be used as your primary temperature reading. And to recap some of the things we talked about before, the Wipe CT is going to perform great in continuous monitoring applications. Keep in mind, port location is important to get the best results, and the nominal cell constant is going to now be 0.47 on Wipe CT. That concludes our look. Feel free to reach out to us at info@ysi.com if you have any questions or you want to share any exciting photos or data from your field deployments. Thanks for your time.